Don't be shy, 'cause life won't bring you down too far.
This is Cooking Gases for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Just make sure I've got all your logos in, mate.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them.
Fucking hell.
Oh, what a night. Just like, I just said in an interview then, it's the emotions of boxing, isn't it? You know, you get close to people, don't you? I mean, you know Shannon well. Eric Donovan we've got to know this week. You know, Nav Mansouri. And you just see heartbreak, you know, elation. It's a special sport, you know, and tonight was a night of ups and downs and just another thrilling night. And yeah, just mixed emotions really. I mean, you know, gutted for Shannon Courtenay. I felt like, probably felt it was a draw, but I felt if anyone was going to win the fight, it was Shannon. Gutted for Eric Donovan, but so happy for Zelfa Barrett. You know, Donovan was winning the fight easy. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is another John O'Carroll situation. Do you know what I mean? And Zelfa just pulled it out of the bag with a couple of the best left hooks I've ever seen. You know, unbelievable from Felix Cash. Nav Mansouri, tough as old boots, you know, come back from the 7th round, didn't stop fighting. So yeah, just a thrilling night.
Let's just talk about kind of what the plans are next. So let's start with John Doherty against a very, very tough Anthony Fox. I mean, he had his kind of work out to get him out there, but he did eventually get him out there.
Yeah, it was a big performance to stop Anthony Fox. You know, it's always a good performance to beat Anthony Fox, but to stop him was a big statement from John Dock. You know, I'm watching these fighters, like Felix there, and I'm watching John Dock, I'm thinking, I can't wait for the next couple of years, because you're going to be involved in some thrilling fights. You know, John Dock up at super middleweight, he's going to get better, he's going to get stronger, and he's ready now. You know, he's ready for those eliminators, and he's ready to move on for titles in 2021. Just a great talent, punches so hard,
Huge
great shot
well
selection, huge at the weight, but growing. You know, he's still a baby. So in the professional game, just a great talent and going to be involved in some brilliant fights. I wouldn't want to come up against a Doc right now.
Kieran Conway defeating Nav Mansouri. Yeah. I mean, the obvious fight for Kieran Conway is obviously the rematch with.
Well, I think there's a few. You know, I think
Fowler.
Fowler against Conway is a great fight. Cheeseman rematch is a great fight. Eggington Conway is a great fight as well. But you know what Kieran done tonight was he put himself in that mix on that list. You know, and that was important for him. I thought Nav Mansouri was fantastic. You know, just did not stop trying. And you know, it deserves a huge amount of credit. But Kieran was too fresh, too young, too fit, too strong, and he's a baby as well. He ain't had many fights. He's improving all the time.
It was always going to be a dangerous fight for Shannon Courtenay tonight. And Rachel Boy, I mean, from the first round, I mean, that was like.
Well, I don't know how Shannon recovered from that really, because that was a huge haymaker of a left hook. You know, Shannon got carried away, she got wild, and she walked onto one. But she came back and she won the 2nd round, she won the 3rd round, she probably won the 4th round. She
Did you see
lost.
A draw on the cards there?
I thought it was a draw, but you know, like last week, I have to be honest, last week I thought it was a draw, but I felt that if anyone was going to win the fight, it was Natasha Jonas last week. This week, I felt it was a draw, but if anyone was going to win the fight, it was Shannon Courtenay. You know, I went into the office and, you know, my dad was watching there. He went, how did they give that fight to Rachel Ball? You know, and I said, oh, I had it a draw. No, she didn't win a round after the 1st round. I disagree with that, but it's all subjective, isn't it? I think Matt Macklin had Shannon winning the round, and I saw a poll where most people had Shannon winning, I think. I don't know if that's the common...
Yeah,
very close.
I mean, look,
you know, some people have Rachel Ball. But
yeah.
Listen, take nothing away from Rachel Ball. She boxed fantastic. You know, we're going to be working with her moving forward, and I want to make a rematch. But I said to Shannon tonight, you know, she's devastated. I don't know if you spoke to her, but devastated. Thinks her career's over. But thinks her career's over. You know, and I just said to her, it's only just beginning. I said, trust me, the respect you get tonight. Sometimes fighters with us, people feel like, oh, they're just getting an easy ride. Oh, you know, and that's what they felt about Shannon Courtenay before tonight, right? You agree with that? Oh, she's protected by Matchroom. She's no good. I thought she boxed really well tonight, really well,
especially
coming back from that knockdown. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
So I think tonight she got actually the respect of people who might have criticised her in the past and said, you know what, fair play. You bit down on your gum shield, you fought away, and you got a lot to learn. I also said to her, in your division, you're 1 win away from fighting for the world title. Do you know what I mean? Rachel Ball fought for the interim world title before. So you come back, you probably have a learning fight in the meantime, then you rematch Rachel Ball if that's available, and then you move on. But, you know, it ain't easy, this game. Ain't always going to be those easy nights where you bring over a foreign opponent. Again, this is what the lockdown and the whole experience has shown us before. That fight was probably too early for Shannon. One fight too early. But she should have won the fight. She shouldn't have been knocked down in the first round. And I think she could have boxed better. And I think she tired in the last round, probably the last 2 rounds, you know? So
could there be an immediate rematch or not?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, look, Rachel Ball's going to want to go on, but she should be rematching Shannon Courtenay, because if you want to build yourself, that was an unbelievable fight. Everyone wants to see it again. Do you know what I mean? But for Shannon, you don't want to lose the rematch, because then you have a problem. So for now, it's about doing it at the right time. So what I would do if I was her, I would have a 6-rounder, and I would have that in November, December. I would get a solid win, and then I would rematch her in the spring, because you've got to learn from this, you know, and you've got to be clever with your career. It's all very well saying, I want a rematch, I want a rematch. You go into the rematch underprepared and you lose, then you've got a problem with your career. But for now, you've got my respect, you've got the fans' respect, you've got everybody's support. So lick your wounds, go and sulk, go and cry, and then come back stronger. Good win this year, and then rematch Rachel Ball. That's the way to do it.
Are you going to work with Rachel Ball again?
For sure. I want to work with all of them. You know, Dave Colwell's pestering me all the time about Amy Timlin. You know, there's so many. Yeah, and you know, I feel like we've got a really good thing going with I say women's boxing. Actually, you know, it bores me. Keep saying women's boxing. It's brilliant. You know, last week you saw Harper against Jonas, thrilling. You just saw Courtenay against Ball, thrilling. Tomorrow night you're going to see Brackhouse against McCaskill, thrilling. Next weekend you're going to see Taylor Pursoon too, thrilling. So we need to get on board with this. You know, people need to start realising this is entertaining. That was fantastic tonight. And listen, well done to Rachel Ball and Shannon. She'll probably watch this interview. Keep your chin up, lick your wounds, feel the pain, and come back stronger.
Technically, we won't be watching Brackhouse and McCaskill.
Well,
unless we come round yours.
We'll be all right.
Yeah. Stunning knockout from Zelfa Barrett after he was obviously behind on the scorecards, we know that, but yeah, what a knockout. I
just, you know, in this kind of environment, sometimes, as we said in the build up for this, you can let it get away from you. Do you know what I mean? So in that instance, Eric Donovan was completely controlling that fight. He was 4-1 after 5, and then I think Zelfa won the 6th round, so I've got it 4-2 after 6 or whatever, I can't even remember what it was. And I'm thinking Zelfa's basically got to win every round to win the fight or even get a draw. So I'm saying to Zelfa, I'm shouting at, you've got to put it on him now. You've got to let your hands go, you've got to take chances. And Eric Donovan walked on from a left hand from the gods and never recovered, and then walks on to another one in the next round. You know, it's so heartbreaking to go into a change room with someone who is, you know, I met Eric Donovan on Thursday, right? And already, you know, these kind of people who are good, solid individuals, they leave a mark on you, don't they? You know, you want to support them. And I said to Eric Donovan tonight, I promise you, you'll get another opportunity with us. You know, he's from feather, going to super feather. He took a golden chance tonight, and it nearly paid off. It really did. But Zelfa Barrett, mate, has got dynamite in his hands. And when he gets it right, he's very hard on himself tonight, Zelfa. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I said, fucking sorry, mate. You just pulled it out the bag. People are going to be talking about that. You were behind, well behind in the fight. You hit him with a left hook from the gods twice to end it. So big yourself up, mate. You know, Felix is having a little chat.
I know.
Yeah.
Felix. God.
So, yeah, brilliant from Zelfa. Come on, Felix, just because you box well,
He's just about
I'm just about to sum your performance up.
Yeah, Felix Cash.
Yeah, right, just brilliant. I mean, you know, Wellborn was bang up for it. You know, he was tough as nails, trying to find a way into the fight. Felt that he could try and take him deep in the fight. I know what they were trying to do, but Felix was just too sharp, too strong, too good. Very special fighter, very special fighter. You know, and he may be the best middleweight in the country now. You know, I believe Signani is the fight for him next for the European title. Would love to make that. And any big domestic fight, you know, like Fowler, like Cheeseman, like Kieran Conway, even a bit like John Dock. These guys are going to be thrown into the deep end, and they're ready now. They're ready to swim. You know, Felix has had all the preparation now to take these big chances, and he wants to. You know, he doesn't want to be held back. You've got to let Felix Cash go now and see if he is a world-class fighter, and we believe he is.
should keep it going, mate.
No, you know, I've been toying with the idea, as you know from our interview earlier, about keeping Fight Camp up for another month. This project has been the most incredible experience. We've had 3 unbelievable nights, and next week we will have one of the greatest nights you've ever seen here at the Matchroom HQ, and I feel like that is the time to say goodnight to Fight Camp for a year. And I don't want to milk it, I don't want to overstay its welcome. We've got other stuff planned in September that will be different, but yeah, I was thinking about maybe keeping it up, and I haven't made a final decision yet, but my gut feeling now is next week we have a little beer on the patio and we say, wow, we'll never ever forget this, because this little project has not just been the best thing to come out of boxing since the lockdown, this has been the best thing to come out of sport since the lockdown. And if you don't believe me, tell me a better project from another sport than Fight Camp. Tell me one. It don't exist. This has been unbelievable. Next week you will get treated to a finale that you will never forget. The interim and diamond world heavyweight championship between Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin. The winner will be the mandatory challenger to the winner of Wilder against Fury. The co-main event, one of the best fights I've ever seen live at Madison Square Garden. 20,000 people on their feet. You will see Katie Taylor against Delphine Bassoon for the undisputed championship. You will see the London grudge match between Lufa Clay and Chris Congo. You will see another big heavyweight fight which we'll announce tomorrow. And you will also see an absolute tear-up between Jack Cullen and Zach Chelli. I promise you, next week will be special. And probably, as I said, we will have a beer and we will toast that beautiful garden and say, now the grass might be fucked, but what a 4 weeks. And we'll never forget it. You're welling up, aren't you?
No, I ain't welling up. I just
Right, we're done. Get Felix in.
I've done Felix.
Oh, have you? All right then, okay.
He's done.
I think you
Just
need...
come here for a sec, Felix.
Come on, Felix.
Come in. Come in.
I don't like Felix in his interviews, he's too handsome.
Yeah, he's
Do
good.
you know what I mean?
I've got a bit of a shiny there.
You have actually, yeah, it's good, good.
Felix, so yeah, Eddie wants to step you up, see how good you are.
Oh no, I didn't. Actually, you don't put me in it.
Don't
I
need
said,
for a minute.
Basically,
I said I
that's
want to
what you
see if
said.
he's world class, and we believe he is.
Okay.
That was exactly
Same
what
thing,
I said. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to. You know, I said we don't. He doesn't want to be held back. You know, that was a nice performance tonight to show that he's ready to step up. You know, the Cullen fight was a brilliant fight. He's fighting Chelli next week. It's going to be a war.
That'll be a war, won't it?
And he beat him. He's beaten Jason Wellborn. Now we move on European titles. Even I'd like to get like a world name.
Yeah.
You know, make a
Definitely
big statement.
Get up in the rankings, isn't it?
Exactly.
Take one of the big guys out.
But very exciting. You know, I mean, punch selection, fast, fit, strong, handsome. Fuck me, he's got it all, hasn't he? Great promoter.
You got it all, yeah? You
Got
do
it all,
everything,
mate.
don't you?
Right?
Bit
Do
of
everything, bit of everything, yeah. Man of many talents.
Okay, all right, Felix, congratulations. Have you got anything else you'd like to add before we finish off from
Oh, listen, it's been a great show.
Going on
bit.
with it?
No, I don't know yet. See what happens.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go, is
I
it?
know.
Go Turkey, no quarantine?
Yeah, probably get over there and I'll be quarantined the minute I get over there. Be stuck over there.
Phone's blowing up, mate.
Blowing up, man.
Eddie Hearn, Felix Cash, thank you
Well
very
done, mate.
much.
Thank you
and
very
much,
we'll see you soon.
Cheers, mate.
Well done, mate. Good performance. Very good.